G'day, my name is Brian Johnson. Just going back over the previous video and giving you a few more ideas on correlation trading in the context of a market that is in economic decline. Please watch the previous video to this. Okay, we want to talk about correlations and how to use the as given by Trade Forex for Fun, his ideas on using the Renko charts. But I want to talk about the Renko indicator and using it as you see on here and correlations. Okay, when we're talking about correlations, we're looking at the Euro JPY and the Euro US dollars. Notice they're both trending in the same direction. The blue is the trend in the 4-hour line. The Great British Pound there is two trends. What we're looking for is a counter trend moving in opposite directions, like the US dollar JPY and the Euro Great British Pound JPY. There is a trade when you putting it on, and you're putting it on in the right direction, you have a counter hedge to each other. The same goes for the Australian dollar and the JPY. They're both currently trending in the same direction, so putting a buy on one and a sell on the other is really counterproductive. What we want to do is find a trade where you have similar characteristics, and look at the Australian dollar and the Canadian dollar. The Canadian dollar is dependent on the US, and the Australian dollar US dollar, Australian US dollar, and you have a correlation here where one is in the buy and the other is in the sell mode. Think about it. One is in the buy, one is in the sell mode. You also can say, okay, we got a correlation between the US dollar and the CHF and the euro. So what you're wanting to do is look at the best trades on both. And is the US dollar JPY at the bottom of the market? No, it could go down there. And what about the Great British Pound? Can that go higher? Of course it can. So you could put a buy on here as an example and a sell on the other one as a good correlation. This one is obviously in a sell, is the US dollar Canadian there. Let's look. It's pretty close to the top. It's not as good a trade, is it? It's close to the top, and once again remember to use the close on yesterday's close or the close on the Friday. Okay, we looked at a couple of charts, and we looked at the Australian dollar and the correlation with the JPY. It was both traveling in the same, so it's not a good trade to look at. We'd rather look at the US dollar Canadian and the Australian dollar on that one. Is it good trading? As I said, it's close to the top. And you're thinking of a buy and a sell. Let's look at the sell. It's close to the bottom, so it's not a good risk trade to put on at that time. When we looked at the US dollar Great British at this one, we looked at whether it was closer. No, it's got room to move either way, and don't forget that one is quite a good one. And the euro, okay, we got a 50-50 either way, and so this is a trade that you can look at as a correlation. You're just looking at on Monday whether in this case the opening price is below, it confirms a sell day, and the buy, the opening price, is above. So there you picked out a trade, and vice versa. You can look at this trade here with that trade. That means the euro and the US CHF, and just have a look at the particular trade on here. Is it worth looking at? We'll open it up. It's going down Its reward risk is slightly higher, but it's we found out the best two on this correlation type of trading is simply looking at these two here. So Monday, this is how I look at it. These are the correlation here. You've got a sell and a buy. Both can give you a nice quick trade. If you find something else does the same in those two, you can look at those, and then you can look at these three. This is an easy method of applying the trading as on the Forex Factory, Brian Johnston's strategies for trading in a very difficult climate. Don't forget, trade only demo unless you are a very experienced trader and have confidence. Then you can trade live, but I would go live with very, very small position sizes. In this economy, one has to be careful. Bye for now. God bless from Brian.